Hello, it's Delusion the Speller. I just got back from church. Thought I would say hello, come on and chat with y'all for a bit. Let you know what church was about, how it went, and all that good stuff. So, we had a couple speakers tonight, and all I can say is sometimes I am very bratty, and I was very bored. And I'm sure it was great for the people that were there that knew these two people that were speaking. I didn't know them, and frankly, I had a really hard time following them because they were very monotone and just not interesting to me, to be honest. I'm just being honest with you. I wanted to get up and leave, and I really fought through it because I'm trying not to be such a stinker about church groups and stuff, and I really do want to find a place of fellowship. So I'm trying not to be so picky and perfectionistic about what I'm looking for. My problem is back in the day when I was raising my children, I went to some really strong, charismatic, fun churches, and I tend to compare every place to these places. One of them was called Victory Life, and it was very word of faith. Joyce Meyer, Kenneth Copeland, Kenneth Hagin, all the faith preachers were who we followed. And we had this little kind of, if you will, a clique, but it was an inclusive clique. Like if new people came along, they were welcome to the group, although everybody was not allowed to minister in the same way because you had to like earn that or be trained in whatever type of ministry you were being led to or whatever. So basically a lot of people got kind of left out. I'll never forget the time that a bunch of the adult ladies went into a room to pray over somebody. They call it praying over somebody. They mean like laying hands on them, putting their hands on their shoulder or their head or whatever and praying for them. Hi, Brighter Days. And I'll never forget, they shut the door right in my face. And I'm like standing out there like, hey, why am I not included? They're like, oh, you're just not at that level yet. I wasn't Dee Dee, I was Laura. You're not at that level yet, Laura Beth. You're coming up though, girl. Just hang in there. Just press into God. One day you'll be able to join in. And I always felt like I was less than everybody else. I hadn't attained whatever this level was that the higher ups were in. I hated it. There were so many times I was left out of things or made to feel like I hadn't arrived at whatever type of realm I was supposed to be in, and I just didn't like it. And that was why a lot of times I thought of starting my own church. And actually, I did have my own church for a while. It was called Hope Ministries. It stood for Helping Others Progress Toward Excellence. And I actually had 20 or 30 kids from the neighborhood as part of my church and that met in my home. We actually baptized people. I laid hands on people and prayed for them. We prayed together. We saw amazing miracles happen. People healed, especially in people's lives. Like the one kid, I remember his grandmother had a real serious illness, and we kind of followed up with him every time we saw him. And then eventually the grandmother got healed. So that was pretty cool. Um, so yeah, but that lasted all of 6 months because the girl went to school with my daughters and she started rumors about my daughters and caused a big rift, and it was really crazy. And the whole thing just fizzled into basically, particles. There was no more home church group. It just all died out. Um yeah, I know, Lee. I know. I hear you. So anyway, that really that was a turning point in my life. I decided, well, maybe a home church isn't, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So I didn't do it. Anyway, I said all that to say basically I've always had trouble in churches because I've always wanted to be involved. And if you didn't measure up to whatever their standard was, you couldn't be involved. You weren't allowed to be. So anyhow, but in spite of that, I really loved Victory Life. It was like one of my favorite churches. That and Faith in Action, the group that I was part of. I loved it. And there will never be another Faith in Action. There's never going to be another Victory Life church. Victory Life is disbanded. They have been for years. The pastor isn't even a pastor. He's an artist now. He was a teacher for a while, a professor. He actually taught where my daughter Carol went to school. And Faith in Action is no more. In fact, I'm not even sure if the leader of Faith in Action is even a Christian anymore. So I don't know. It's very disillusioning because you go through this era in your life that you feel like it's never going to end. And there's this kind of mentality of you're in the in crowd, you know. And then time goes by and all of a sudden the church splits and people just go this way and that way and you're like, "Okay, now what? What do I do now? Do I go to a different church? Do I make my own church? You know, what am I supposed to do?" These are people that I raised my children in this church. And before that, I attended the church as I was getting pregnant and having children. So it was like very disillusioning. And so I still, though, in spite of all of that, I compare everything to that. And this church I was at tonight, the leader of it, the pastor, is a really good friend of mine. He was my worship leader at a different church. I told you about that. Very good guitarist and singer, and I know his dad real well too. In fact, we went to his church first, and just one time, just to visit. So I'm sitting there listening to these people talk, and I'm bored out of my skull, and they're all laughing and having a good time, and I'm like, I can't wait till this is over. I can't wait till this is over. Well, then the pastor decided that we were going to do a spiritual gifts test. And I'm an analytical type of person. I love analyzing stuff like that. And I took the test, and I've done this before. And actually, the church I was just telling you about, not the one I went to tonight, but the past church, we did that spiritual gifts test. And then the pastor would put everybody in whatever position they scored highest in, because that was what your spiritual personality or gifting or whatever was. So tonight I took the test again. I scored highest in prophecy, leadership, and prayer. Those are my 3 highest spiritual places. And what he said was, because here I am trying to weasel my way out of this whole church thing going, Matthew, I'm not sure this is where we're supposed to be. I think we're supposed to just keep looking at other churches. And then they slap on the spiritual gifts test, which tweaked my curiosity. And then the pastor said, well, I want you to write down on this card what your 3 strongest spiritual points were. And then I want you to choose a ministry that you want to basically become part of. So I'm like, okay. And they do like an on again, off again thing. Why do you have to keep spraying everything, Bobo? I don't understand you. And you always spray the same corner of Dad's dresser every day.
He can spray the whole bottom of the dresser. I don't care. I don't use it for nothing. That's what it's used for. That's his spray drawer.
Okay, it's his spray drawer.
Yeah. He can decorate it however he wants.
Oh, thank you, Lee. That was the point, was to take the scriptures and put them in layman's terms. Exactly. And bring them down to earth instead of, thus saith the Lord.
Well, that's the kind of thing. If I was automatically interested in it and did it.
Oh, the spiritual gifts thing?
Yeah, I did it right when you sent it.
Yeah, Matthew did the spiritual gifts thing too, like right away. I said, text it to this number. And you guys can do it too, really. I don't think it's like a private number or anything.
Well, it's a church number.
But it is a church number, and it goes right to the pastor. So I'll ask him first if he's okay with it, if anybody wants to take the test. Anyway, and it was a different type of test than I had taken in the past. And actually, the pastor I was telling you about that did it years ago, he did it like melancholy, choleric, phlegmatic, sanguine. He did like more the temperament study. He did kind of use the spiritual gifts too. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how he did it, but I remember it really helped the church run smoothly because you didn't put somebody as a greeter who was afraid of people, you know? Huh. What?
He's all sitting up like an old man again.
He is again. Look at this cat. He's sitting up like an Oompa Loompa or, what am I thinking? Not a troll. What the heck are those things that sit like that? I can't remember, but he's sitting like an old man on the couch, like sitting upright. Ugh. Hi, Aisha Joy. Thank God for waking you up. What? Were you not going to wake up? Oh, morning to all. It's not actually morning, but maybe it's morning for you, depending on where you live. It's actually 9 o'clock p.m. where I live. Where did my plug-in go? I just had it. Did it fall out or something? Hang on, y'all. Oh, it popped out somehow. Okay, here we go. I don't want to lose y'all. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, he's funny. I'm trying to think of who he reminds me of, though. Oh, I know. I think I'm thinking of E.T. That's how E.T. looks.
Yeah, sort of.
Remember the extraterrestrial on Steven Spielberg's movie E.T.? Anyway, so here I was. I took the spiritual gifts test. And then right after the service, my pastor, I guess he's my pastor now, comes up to me and starts talking to me. And then this other girl, Kelly, who I've known from the ministries I was just telling you about, she was part of them. She starts talking to him about, do you remember this person back at this church? And he's like, no, I think God let me forget all that stuff because otherwise, I'd remember my whole past, which was really bad and hellish. And, I wouldn't want to remember any of that stuff. And so we just start talking and I'm feeling all included in this little group. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm not going to be able to fight my way out and run from this one, huh? So it looks like I'm going to keep on going. And so what they do is once you find your gifting and you send it to the pastor, somebody texts you when the next group meeting is for that particular ministry. And you go there like a half hour before the service and you serve as a shadow person with somebody else that's been doing it. And you can do that for like a week and then it's like 3 weeks off or it's like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but yeah. So now I'm feeling included and I can't run. I can't try to skip around and go to the next thing and think it's better like I usually do. That is my usual pattern. So it looks like I'm staying put for a while anyway. He needs a scotch and a cigar. Really. Anyway, well, I'm glad God woke you up to Aisha Joy, although I'm not really sure why you said morning to all, because I don't think most of us are in the morning time. I think we're actually in the evening now. But hello anyway, and good morning to you if it's morning there. Or maybe you're just saying good morning because you just woke up. I do that sometimes. Or I'll say good night even if I go to bed in the middle of the afternoon. Done to you guys? Huh? I'm confused. Anyway, wanted to talk to you guys about something real quick. I'm not going to make a big issue of it, but I want you to understand something. Okay, so upon coming into the room, you might have noticed a slight change to the rule or an addition to the rules. In order to maintain safety and peace in the room, we are going to have to disallow people that are uncomfortable for other people in here. Like if there's like a history of bad behavior that upsets people, and by the person coming in, the whole room atmosphere just goes in the toilet, that person's just going to have to stay out until they can be a safe person. And that will be decided on. If they decide they want to be in the room, everybody has to agree to it. At least the majority will have to, because I can't have people being triggered and upset and leaving the room and getting mad at me. I'm not going to have that. I mean, we've established a great group here, and I'd like to maintain the peace and the safety for everybody, for the majority of the people, especially the people that come here on a regular basis. We need a room on YouTube, at least one room, hopefully more, where people can come in and just, be themselves and be comfortable. Yeah, and have a safe haven. And I don't want that disrupted. If there's issues with you and another person, take it somewhere else. Do not bring it into here. Please. That just leaves other people feeling vulnerable. And as my mom used to say, well, look at the people that you reach. They're just like you. Well, good. I'm glad you're just like me. I'm glad you're a down to earth, genuine, normal person, not trying to put on airs to be some highfalutin whatever. I don't know. But I know that the people in here a lot of times are hurting people, not hurting people, but they hurt themselves, they're upset, they're wounded, and they come in here trying to find a place to just hang out and just have some laughs or enjoy themselves. And when tension comes in, it affects the majority of the room. And I'm sorry if I did not hear you the other day when all heck was starting to break loose. And I just kind of I try to forgive. I try to be an understanding person, but maybe sometimes I don't act in everybody's or the majority best interest. So that's what I'm trying to do by doing this. I was thinking of a scripture the other night about letting the chaff and the wheat grow together and then how God sifts it out in the end, when I really should have been thinking of cast out the dissension bringer and strife will cease. There is a time when a situation arises where people are not comfortable with certain others, and I'm not going to allow that in here, period. So that's just how it's going to be. Yeah, I know they can block to not see certain comments, and that was mentioned by the person. And that was not an appropriate thing to be said, because what really needs to happen is change in the individuals that need to change. Not, oh, well, it's up to you to block me, LOL. You can just block me. No, sorry. No. It's up to you to get help and change. It's not up to us to just block you. So I will be banning, blocking, hiding people if I sense that, they're those people that make other people uncomfortable. Hi, Heidi. It's just me chatting. Nothing much going on. I was just explaining the addition to the rules, I should say. That's all. That's what you walked in on. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's that. Anyhow, that's all. I just wanted to say that little bit there. So there's no question. If you see me block somebody, don't get all freaked out over it. You don't even have to mention it. Just let it be. I know what I'm doing. I know who I want in here and who I don't. So that's how it is. All right. So like I said, if a time comes when those individuals that are blocked from the room decide, well, I've gotten help and I'm a different person, we'll be asking around, because your character precedes you. And if people say, oh, yeah, they haven't been doing that, or yeah, they're so much better now and have been for like a long time, then we'll talk about it as a room and we'll say, how do you feel about this? And if y'all as a majority say, yeah, I'm fine with them being in here, they can be in here. If not, then they can't. It's just going to be how it is. Yes, it makes our room a bit exclusive. Don't worry, guys. If you have live stream, I can see like our host right now. I don't know what that means, Aisha Joy. You might have to put that in a different way because it's not making sense to me. Anyway, that's just how it is. Enough said on that topic. So now you know. Spread the word. Spread it. Thanks, Wonderfels. I figured you would be. And honestly, this kind of hurts me because I saw things a different way. I thought everybody could just either ignore or get along, but I see that the majority is not comfortable with that way of running things. So I have to be altruistic and rule in the favor of the majority. That's just how it is. Hi, audit everywhere. So I talked to my daughter tonight. I guess there is talk about going online for the rest of her college classes for the next couple months because of the sickness situation, we will say, because I guess we're not supposed to name it or something on the channels. Right. Exactly, Martha. That's what I'm aiming at. And if I'm wrong, then God will let me know and God forgive me. But there's just times, have you guys heard the story of Jonah with the big fish? Jonah actually told people on the ship, throw me overboard. I know why this storm is here. It's because of me, because I disobeyed God. I will check him out. NC Tyrant Hunter. Hopefully he's not a cusser, because I don't like that F-bomb flying around everywhere in live streams. But I'll check him out. NC Tyrant Hunter. What a name. Wow. So, yeah, I don't know if that's what they're going to decide to do for my daughter's school. But I said, well, hey, at least you only have a couple months left. Hi, Brighter Days. Welcome back. Anyway. By the way, Brighter Days, if you want to make any videos with me in it, you have my permission. I don't care. Please no cussing on them, though, because I don't cuss. I don't want to be represented in an inaccurate way. Okay, Sweet Wheat, what's your silly question? Kids are desperately worried about you because you're old. They're worried about you because you're old? Why would they worry about you because you're old? You're pretty spry for an old gal, I have to say, Lee. By the way, Lee, what do you think of my eyebrows? Matthew bought me an eyebrow pen that has this little comb thing on it, so you can get them like nice and straight and shapely. I like them. I think they're pretty cool. I can't find my lipstick for the life of me. I just had it yesterday. It's got to be around here, and it'll turn up in the weirdest places. So what's your question, Sweet Wheat? Sorry, I got off track there. Yeah, I'm histrionic, Brighter Day, so I don't mind being on video. In fact, I enjoy it. Thank you, Martha Lee.
Is Mimi outside?
Thanks, wonderful. Yeah, she is.
Oh, that's who's climbing.
Hang on. Mimi's climbing the screen or something. She wants to come in. It's probably cold out there. Meech! Come on. Come on, Mimi. Yep. There she is. I don't know why you wanted out there in the cold in the first place, Goofy Cat. All right. Eyeglasses and brows. Yeah, eyeglasses need to be retilted again.
Kiki.
Oh, okay. Dare to be different. That makes sense.
Oh, you're cold. Good God, no.
Lee says, nice, Matthew, for getting me the eyebrow shaper thing. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's so rough.
Do you have talk to text? Sweet Wheat, I can't talk. Talk to text. Then you can ask me the question. Oh, Michi just wanted to lay down with Daddy over there. Oh, okay. I won't.
I knew you were going.
Why is all the TP disappearing in stores? I'm not exactly sure. I had heard that too. Let me see if there's anything online that says anything about it. Why is the toilet paper running out? Because of that sickness. You mean because they have to be in the house all the time? Is that what, or the buildings? It's a panic buy. People are buying it in a panic. They're resorting to extremes when hearing conflicting messages. I'm reading something. Some are reacting to lack of a clear direction from officials. Panic buying begets panic buying. So, in other words, people see people going out and buying toilet paper because they're worried about whatever, scarcity, and they want to over prepare because they see other people doing it. I guess it's a big thing if you can't wipe your hiney or something, people. Seriously. In the old days, we crumpled newspapers, Lee says. Yeah, but what if you don't get the paper?
Yeah, we got a talking to at work today.
About what?
It is now mandatory
Mm-hmm.
that we wash our hands after everything.
Yeah.
So, like, after every customer I have, I have to wash my hands.
Yep.
Every time I do anything, I have to wash my hands.
Oklahoma doesn't have even when illness. You mean they don't have toilet paper? Or they don't have a rush on toilet paper, people buying it. Hi, G. Marie. Or a good old wash rag, Lee says. Which would be great, Lee, except I don't have laundry facilities. So that would be kind of gross because I'll have to wash it by hand. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll do what I have to, any port in a storm, but seriously. That'd be a scary thing for me running out of toilet paper. I've actually had that happen. And yeah, I use the wash rag. I mean, do what you have to. Hands. Gross, dude. Be taking a lot of showers. Matthew.
Well, you don't wash your hand afterwards. You save it for next time. And then you accidentally rub your eyes. So maybe that's not good.
No, it isn't fun. But I mean, if it happened, I guess you'd rip up shirts and use them or something. I don't know. I eat a lot differently now, so everything's kind of cleaner. I don't have to worry about that as much. What do you mean? No, I'm not. Yes, there is. Leaves can work, Martha Lee says. That's great unless you live up north or in the Midwest where we get snow for a few months. Or you don't know the leaves and you wipe yourself with poison ivy or poison oak. That's true. Right. Oh my gosh. We talk about some stuff, don't we? Tough deal, yeah. Do what you gotta do. The Romans used cloth or wool at the end of a stick, where people used leaves. Yeah, that's true. Necessity is the mother of invention, they say, right? You were at Walmart, the whole aisle was empty, and there was a little Chinese guy behind you, and bless his heart, he had a whole basket of it. I'm not surprised about that, because as soon as they hear that their relatives out in China are, dealing with this virus situation, they're going to jump on the bandwagon just in case. I get it. I mean, people are nervous about stuff like that. It makes sense. So hopefully that answered your question, sweet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun room tonight, huh? So you guys know that I was trying to get a job with Noom, the weight loss thing. And I want y'all to know that I filled out an evaluation today. And I also made a recording and sent that in, a video recording of why I would make a good health coach. So keep praying for me because I'm one step closer. And that'd be great if I could get a job in that. Definitely. Orlando Costco shelves empty. Wow. You have hay. There you go, sweet wheat. But I would think you'd get like cuts from that.
You'd get something.
Thank you, Martha. I would really enjoy doing that job. And Uber wants to hire me too.
Well,
The
about
car is wonderful, G. Marie. What?
we were talking about the whole driving thing today.
Uh-huh.
So while we were gone, I got a notification from Indeed
Mhm.
that gave me a bunch of different jobs that are for like drivers
Oh,
from different places, like Project Now and stuff. It's looking for drivers.
cool.
$15-20 an hour.
Actually, Martha, yes. In a way, I really am happy to not tutor
Project
anymore.
Now driver one is easy apply.
Okay. Oh, and I have a doctor appointment tomorrow at 1:30.
Cool.
They moved it up for me.
I won't be here.
No, I'm just letting you know they moved it up. Remember, I was going to have to wait till April.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm reestablishing care with my new doctor tomorrow. Hopefully I like her. Tara.
At the same place?
Yeah.
Let me know how that is.
Yes, G. Marie. Toyota Camrys are awesome. I've had 2 of them before this. Both of my ex-husbands wrecked them. My first
right.
ex-husband and my second ex-husband. Not you. You haven't driven my Camry. That I know of. Maybe you got behind the wheel and attempted it at some point.
You are a pretty heavy sleeper, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very happy with my car. Every day I get in the car and say, thank you, God, for this car. Thank you for Gravy K giving me this car. Tom Hanks and his wife have it? Oh, not good. Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks tested positive for it. You're in your 3rd and last Camry, huh, Lee? Good. Yeah, I love my Camry. I'm so thankful for it. I really am.
Good God, girl.
She's trying to get your attention any way she can.
Yeah, cool pom-poms, huh? So you feel that presence, I look at
So, what else is going on? Oh, Martha Lee drives a Camry too. Woot woot. Let's hear it for the Camrys. Oh, look at TD. Huh?
You should put it on.
Oh, it'll wake him up.
No, the heater's on.
I don't know how to do all that.
Just hit the red button.
This? You're okay, TT. Oh, T. You're such a cute old man. Yes, you are, teddy bear. Look at the Michi. Daddy's loving on Michi over there. We definitely love our kitties. Oh, good for you, Martha. The toilet paper scare is that we'll all be quarantined. Yeah, that would stink. Corollas are good too, G. Marie. I had a Corolla. And you like the Honda Civic? Yeah, Honda Civics are good cars too. I like little cars. I don't like big cars. I've driven big cars. I'm driving a darn boat. Because I'm only 5 feet tall. I'm a little person.
You are definitely something.
Ah, okay, Lee. Hey, Glow. No, I don't have a job interview. I got contacted by the weight loss group that I've been part of for 19 weeks, Noom. And they might want me for one of the coaches, a health coach. Full-time job. So I had to send them a video and I had to fill out some scenarios of how I would handle them and stuff. Ah, well, maybe you'll start feeling better without the headaches, Sweetweed. I hope so. I heard you've been in a lot of pain from your blood pressure medicine. Thank you, Lee. I pray whatever God's plan is for me. If he feels that I can shine in a health coach job, then so be it. If he thinks I can shine in a different job, then so be that. Whatever. I really don't care. He's faithful. He'll find me something. I'll tell you one thing. This church, though, that I went to tonight, it is scary at night because I had to park down the street. And there were these guys coming at me. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Do you have some change? I'm like, nope, I got pennies. I don't think it'll do you any good. And it was scary when people are coming up to you asking for stuff like that.
That's when you tell them, no, all I carry is hundreds.
They would have been happy with that too. The guy said, oh, just $1? Do you got $1? Oh, wow, gee, sorry.
Well,
it's terrible.
At least my toolbox is being used for something.
For the meat of me. Look at the meat jump on in the toolbox. That's one of her favorite places to be. You gonna go to sleep up there, Meech? Don't lean too far one way or the other. You'll go flying.
Like you did that one night.
You got an itch, huh? Our cats stay in the weirdest places. Yeah, what will be, will be. Exactly. But if this doesn't work out, there is a job fair coming up on the 25th. And I'm waiting for Gravy K to finish working on my resume. And then I'm going to send it to my daughter to make out about 20, 30 of them so I can take them to the job fair and hand them out.
What day is that on?
I don't know.
I wonder if I'm off.
The 25th is a Wednesday. Oh, my goodness. They do love the weirdest places, Glow. That is so true. So I might not have to go pick up Amber. Did you hear that? For the concert.
Why?
Because there's some church thing that she wants to go to, some dinner or something that she feels she needs the ministry. She's so my kid. Yes, Gravy, I hear, is very good with resumes, so she is working on it for me. Help me tweak it so that I can hopefully get a job somewhere doing something. Tomorrow, Neo, our furry boy kitty, is getting neutered. So hopefully that will curb some of the spraying and the jealousies between the cats. Oh, Toby Mac is on the 20th.
And I do have that day off.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for your headache, Sweet Wheat. That's miserable. That's how I was with this stupid calcium channel blocker. After the first day taking it, I quit. I was like, I'll suffer with the foot irritation. As long as it's not causing gangrene or something, I'm okay. And actually, I've just kind of learned to ignore my feet for the most part. They still ache. It's still uncomfortable, but it's all right. Tomorrow I see my doctor. I'll let her know what's going on. That's true, Glow. I wonder if they'll cancel it because of that.
Maybe.
Well, the good thing is, if they do cancel it, we have the internet. We have wonderful YouTube that I sang about today. Hopefully you guys saw my video and got a kick out of it. I don't know. That song just came to me. I was actually walking into the bathroom and I'm like, starting to sing this song, imagine blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't like those words. I'm not going to imagine there's no heaven. I like heaven. I want to believe there is a heaven because there's got to be a place better than this crazy earth we live in after all this. So I just sort of tweaked the words a little bit. Gave you a little quick taste of my guitar playing, although honestly, I can play better than that. I was just messing around, so. Thank you, Wonderfell. Oh, wow, Glow. Yeah, that's fine, Martha. I don't blame you. It's all good. Anybody got any guesses on who Brighter Days is? Oh, could be Martha. I was thinking, well, after the other clue that I heard, maybe it was Brian St. John's wife or something. Martha says Robbie. I know Dana thinks it's Robbie too. I don't know. I don't think it's Robbie. I don't know who it is. Whoever it is, they like Saturday Night Live. They've been with us a long time. Something about a skeleton. And one other clue I can't remember. Oh, yeah, Robbie was the clue. Not Robbie. I'm sorry. Brian was the clue. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Autumn Winter. So I'm learning a whole new form of Pilates that I didn't know existed. I thought Pilates was kind of like yoga where you just lay down on the floor and do weird things with your legs and arch your body into a pretzel and all that stuff. Apparently, Pilates is also standing exercises, which, trust me, are about as exhausting as the laying down exercises are. Pilates, just in my opinion, should have never been invented. That is pure torture on the body. Awful. Basically, I was doing these squats and point squats and squats with lifting my heels, and oh my gosh, it was crazy this morning, these things I was doing. And then squat kicks and ballet moves, and oh, but all done in squat positions. And I know people laugh about squatting and stuff, but it's no laughing matter. It hurts the backs of your legs, it hurts your thighs, it hurts the outsides of your legs. It's grueling. Oh my gosh, so grueling. Well, I'm on this app called Fit On, and I thought that Peloton was hard. Oh my gosh, Fit On is brutal. Absolutely brutal. The word squat makes you ache. Yeah, with good reason. It's not comfortable. I make it through like 17 minutes of it and I feel like I'm going to die. Ugh. And I burn about 100 something calories. Thank God for that. At least it's worth it because you burn the calories, but it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. So, everybody, we are going to be to Easter before you know it already. I think I have a Jewish holiday coming up. Did I miss it? Oh, Purim began on the 9th. I don't remember how long Purim is, though. But I should celebrate it in some way, maybe, or honor it in some way. I don't know what I'll do for it. I'm not sure. It's supposed to serve Hamantaschen, which is like this little cookie. It's supposed to look like Haman's three-pointed hat with a little dab of jelly in the middle. Hey, ex-Muslim, that's a soldier for Christ. Good evening. That's quite a long name there, dude. Looks like Angela Critters is talking about the Tom Hanks Rita Wilson thing regarding the sickness. Yeah, a lot of people are sick with a lot of stuff. It's not even just that. My daughter was sick for a while. Her roommate is really sick. Amber's pretty upset right now, by the way, y'all. Those of you that pray for my daughter because it looks like her roommate may be moving home or at least going home to decide if she wants to move home. Call you Omar. Um, if I can remember to, I will. I probably will call you Soldier or something because I won't automatically look at your name and attach Omar to it. My brain doesn't quite work that way. Sorry. Anyway, I told Amber if God is trying to move your husband into your life, you might not want to cling so tightly to your roommate. Well, if everybody in here calls you Omar, then I'll obviously know to call you Omar. So that'll help. I will do my best. Make no promises, but I will do my best. Poor T. You're so old and tired, TT. Yeah, it's a good baby boy. Good old man baby. I don't know, Glow. I don't know if she's going to get another roommate or move to a smaller place or what she would do if she left. I'm not sure she's thought that far ahead. Teddy's got to be what, 15, 16 years old now?
Not like 14 or 15.
Well, he was 14 when we took him in.
It's 12.
I thought he was 14. Oh, Matthew says about 14. He's an old dude. But he's diabetic and he's got cataracts. He gets along pretty darn well, I have to say, though. He maneuvers. He climbs up on things like the young cats do. Pretty amazing. Aren't you, T? Pretty amazing cat. I don't know, Omar. I have no idea. I'm just praying it stays the heck away from me and my family because I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't like being sick. I'm not a nice sick person at all. I get nasty. I don't even like myself when I'm sick. I just like to stay in my room and not be bothered by anybody. And I'm always afraid I'm going to infect everybody around me anyway, so. But basically, I get grumpy when I'm sick. I'm not a happy camper. I'm not the happy Dee Dee you see before you. Yeah, definitely pray for everybody. Good idea. Hey, Omar, what made you become a Christian? You were a Muslim. What made you become a Christian? Tell us your story. I'd love to hear it. I actually was a tutor to people in Saudi Arabia and Turkey who were Muslims. Very delightful, sweet people. Hi, Cheated No More. What's my phone on? Can you check it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it
I
looks
didn't
like
mean to touch a sensitive spot, dude.
it looks like it's on the TV stand.
I mean, what is my battery doing?
The battery looks like it's charging.
What level is it at? Can you look?
I didn't know it was playing a game.
Oh my goodness. My wise guy husband at it again.
It looks like it's charging.
So I will probably head off of here at about 10, y'all, because that's my allotment of time of being online before I start getting really sleepy.
61.
Oh, you weren't sure if you were going to heaven being a Muslim. According to Islam, your good deeds send you to heaven. True. I know that. I started reading some of the Quran. It's a book filled with a lot of condemnation and a lot of fear, honestly. It paints God in a very fearful light. That's one thing I will say. And yet, people that are Muslims seem so kind and so humble and such good people, but I honestly think they're scared into being good people sometimes. Yeah, I know. It does. And I actually talked to a Muslim girl about that, and she said, "Oh, it doesn't really mean that. It's all based on interpretation. Some of that stuff is just the old scripts of of Islam. We don't all believe that way anymore. That's old stuff." I thought, okay. And they always say, "Welcome, welcome, come to Saudi." I'm like, "No, I don't think I will." I understand what you're saying, Omar. I understand. Oh, okay. Do you live in America, Omar? No, that's okay. Well, yes and no, dare to be different. That's like the whole premise of Islam, though. If you are not Muslim, then you don't deserve to live. That's pretty much the premise of it. Oh, you're from Sacramento, California. Okay. Were you born in Sacramento or are you from a foreign country originally? Oh, I'll be glad it's not you going to the vet tomorrow, buddy. I'm glad you did too. So is your whole family converted or oh your parents are Iraqi? Okay. How do they feel about you converting? I can almost imagine. Are you afraid? Like are they threatening you or anything? Are you in danger? We'll definitely keep you in prayer because I know that's a quick threat to you when you accept Jesus. No. They're not threatening you. That's good. Oh, okay. Okay. She's a Christian. Okay, I gotcha. So she's happy that you're a Christian. Dad, on the other hand, maybe not so much. It's a pretty scary thing, the converting thing. Thankfully, you're in Oakland and not some other foreign country. They're very strict about that. He's like, "Leave me alone, Mom. I'm trying to sleep." Okay, I'll leave you alone.
Always gotta wake people up and mess with people.
He's so cute. I had to pet him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for sharing a part of your story there, Omar. What, buddy? What? You want me to pet you now? Okay, just don't bite me. You're acting like you want to swat me, grab me, and bite me all at the same time. What? What do you want, T? I can't tell if you want me to pet you or you don't. Goofy cat. Cats are funky like that. What? What do you want, T? You want me to pet you now? All right, I'll pet you then. They want you to pet them 1 minute, then they bite you the next second. Vivi always hits you when you pet him while he's asleep. Oh, well, Teddy isn't wanting to hit me. He was like nipping at me, like he was gonna bite me. And now he's up and at him and trying to get me to pet him, aren't you, T? Okay, now we're being lovey. Okay, I see how it is. It's got to be your idea. That's what it is. Right. We get that, Omar. Definitely. Yeah, it's on their terms. I used the calming collar with Teddy at one time, but it doesn't do any good. It doesn't make a difference. Teddy's got a mind of his own. Doesn't really calm him because he's not really wild or anything. He's just independent. He wants to do what he wants to do, huh, T? Anyway, I was thinking about this brighter days person, and once we are finally revealed, or it's revealed to us who they are, I'm hoping they keep on doing like little contests and stuff because they seem pretty fun. I like upbeat, positive stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I'm glad it works for Vivi because it doesn't work for any of my cats. Neither does the stupid plug in pheromone thing. That doesn't do anything. It's still plugged in my wall. It doesn't calm my cats down. It doesn't make them not fight. If anything, I think it made it worse. I think they spray more. I think they fight more. Maybe jealous over mom or something because a pheromone is supposed to imitate mom's nurturing scent or something. I don't even know if it's a pheromone. It's whatever it is they put in it. Oh, you missed all the challenges, Martha Lee? I don't know what they all are. I know one of them was getting Molly Golightly and Makeup Mobster together to talk about their differences without fighting or something like that. And I think then there was one where you vote for your favorite lady creator. I have a feeling I'll be in one of them upcoming because Brighter Days came in earlier and I said, go ahead and use my video. I don't care. Just don't put cussing with it because I don't cuss and I don't want to be represented like I do. Aw, that's nice, Cheetah No More. I know my grandfather had the cottage out in Angola, New York. There was a stray cat that would come right up on the porch and sit on my lap. Didn't know the cat from Adam, seriously. Yeah, I know Makeup Mobster one favorite creator. I was going to vote for her, but I saw she was already chosen, so. Hey, Marcus Puzio, listening from New Jersey. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I know. I think the vote was done by the time we got to vote, Martha. I was going to vote too. I would have voted for Makeup Mobster. I like her actually. Or Molly Golightly, either one, but I kind of leaned more towards Makeup Mobster. I don't know why. They both cuss up a storm. I don't like cussing, as you know. Oh, it took 3 weeks to build trust with the cat. Yeah, they need to feel comfortable. They don't just go with anybody. 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. And then this chica is going to go under her electric blanket and go to sleep. I got a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to take Teddy Bear into the vet
Mm-mm.
Or teddy bear, I'm sorry.
Neo.
Neo into the vet to get neutered. And then I'm going to my doctor appointment. And then I probably will have to pick up hubby and go and pick up Neo. Oh, that's cool, Glow. Cats know nice people when they see them, you know? They know who likes them and who doesn't. I think it's fun to go to like a pet store where they let the cats roam freely, or like a shelter for cats, and watch and see how many of them come up to you and stuff, and just how they act around strange humans. Kids gravitate towards you too. I could see that. You seem like you'd be really good with little kids, Glow. You're very playful, and they like that. It's people that can be on their level. Me too. I'm if I go in a room like a daycare room or something and there's kids, they all want to be on my lap like magnets. And they'd fight to get on my lap. No, I was here first. Move out of my way. No, you sat on her lap yesterday. Yeah, they go nuts over that idea. Aw, I'm sorry, Martha. Yeah, me too, Glow. Definitely have that little girl inside of me. I think it was funny tonight at the church I went to. This guy was talking about this little girl he was teaching, I guess Sunday school or something too. And he said she's just like that little girl on I forget what he said. He named some show and it wasn't that. It was called A Family Affair. And he said she's just like that little Mrs. Beasley. And I thought Mrs. Beasley's the doll. I wonder if he meant Buffy, the little girl. I didn't say anything to him, but I think if I see him on Sunday or Tuesday, whenever we go again, I'm going to say, you said Mrs. Beasley, but it was actually Buffy, the girl, not the doll. Hi, L. Wilson. How's it going? You came in right at the end. I'm going to close down at about 10, so feel free to hang out until that's time. I know Family Affair was an awesome show. It's just sad that it ended so quick. And then the girl that played Buffy ended up committing suicide. But she was a lot older, I think, when that happened. Not that that makes it any better, but yeah, it just was sad. A lot of those child stars end up like that. I know, we all kind of grew up in that era, huh? We all kind of remember the same shows that were on. You know, I'm playing a game kind of like that, honey, on my phone, where like the land is cursed and you have to. It's the merge game. I decided to download it. Not the dragon one, although I kind of want to play the dragon one too because I love dragons.
I think if it's the one that I played, it's pretty stupid.
Oh, well, this is not all that fun either. This one has little creatures that make balls on their head, and you got to click on the ball, and it takes the curse off the land and stuff. It's still like witchcrafty ish though, and I don't like that, but I just figure it's like little fairies. Yeah, Glow. Those are the shows that were the good ones. That taught lessons, that taught cooperation and morals and values. Oh, you had a Miss Beasley doll? Yeah, that was popular back then. Definitely. But yeah, those shows were great. Nowadays, nobody would be interested in that because they don't have enough cussing and perversion and garbage on them. Because that's what sells now. Is a bunch of crazy drama, screaming and yelling insults at each other, and I will never be into that. Don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, exactly. Cheated no more. It does. Leave it to Beaver. Yep. Jimmy Mathers as the Beaver. You have your Mrs. Beasley still. Cool. You love the Doris Day show? I never watched the Doris Day show. I mean, I've heard of it and I've seen like clips from it, but I've never sat and watched it. I used to like Dick Van Dyke. I bet Go Hugs. I'm sure she's real rough looking after all those years of having her. No, true, Martha. You have your Shirley Temple doll? There's a lady that went through a lot. Oy, oy, oy. Terrible. You know, as a little kid watching Shirley Temple, I mean, I never thought anything of any of it. I just thought she was a little girl that danced and sang. But, you know, then you go back and you watch videos now that where she tells exactly what happened on the set and behind the scenes and the ways they punished the kids if they didn't act right. And it was horrid, the stuff she went through, the awful abuses and stuff in the showbiz industry. Yes, simpler is a word. Yep. Yes, I Love Lucy. Oh, yeah, definitely. That show was funny as heck. I liked all those shows. Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days, All in the Family. Archie Bunker cracked me up, but that would never fly today either because he was a racist. And everything on YouTube. Oh, you're a racist. No matter what. You say, oh, he's a black person. Well, you're racist. No, I'm just telling you he was not a white person. He was a black person. I'm not saying he was bad because he was a black person. It just says what color their skin is. It doesn't make them less than. People are just too touchy about stuff, in my opinion. No idea about Shirley. Did I miss something? Oh, about Shirley Temple. Oh yeah. Well, I watch a lot of what do you call it? YouTube videos, documentaries and stuff. Yeah, Shirley Temple has a book she wrote, I'm pretty sure, about the abuses she went through in the showbiz industry. The Honeymooners, yeah. Yeah. To the moon, Alice. One of these days, Ralph. Pow! Right in the kisser. I remember that. That girl, yeah. Marlo Thomas, I think, was that girl. Mary Tyler Moore. Mm-hmm. You're gonna make it after all. The Honeymooners collection. Wow, Lee. Yeah, and I mean, I like the shows that came on after that, like later in the eras, I should say, like Elf. I loved Elf, and some of the other like sitcoms and family shows. Family Ties, Silver Spoons with Ricky Schroeder, which later became Rick Schroeder. Saved by the Bell. Yeah. I kill me. Willie, is that a cat? I'm hungry. He loved eating cats for some reason. They never let him eat the cat. No, Elf, you can't eat the cat. Hey, Gravy Kate. Not much. Oh, you have Family Ties entire series. I loved Family Ties. One Day at a Time is another one. And then they remade One Day at a Time with like Mexican people, and I have nothing against Mexicans. Trust me. I love Spanish. They ruined it. It's nothing like it was. It has absolutely nothing to do with the whole theme of One Day at a Time. They should have just named it something different. You know? If they're going to take the idea of the show, then yeah, use that name. But it had nothing to do with it. I just don't get where they get off calling it that. Oh, yeah. I know. I love those shows, too. Yes, Silver Spoons was awesome. Like I said, it taught people morals and values. It taught kids how to be respectful. It taught adults to listen to children. All the stuff that's missing from society today. I guess I'm not going to bed. It's 10 o'clock and there's 20 people in here, so I guess I'll hang out a little bit longer. And Gravy just got here, so the party's just beginning. Let the games begin. Gravy K's here. If we wait long enough, maybe Dana will show up too. Oh, the one with Gary Coleman. Different strokes. Different strokes to rule the world. Yep. Everybody's got a special kind of story. Everybody's got a way to shine. It don't matter what you got, blah, blah, blah. So what? You got yours, they got theirs, and I'll have mine. And together we'll be fine. It takes different strokes to rule the world. Yes, it does. It takes different strokes to rule the world. Oh, the nanny, Fran Drescher. She's on again. She's got a different show about, I don't know what her show is about exactly. Some affair she's having with some guy, I think. She's still pretty funny on that new show, though. That's true, Martha Lee. It's really only 9 with the time change. The Jeffersons. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Beans don't fry in the kitchen, the beans don't cook on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big league, getting our turn at bat. Long as we live, it's you and me, baby, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. We're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Oh, you like the videos of my dad singing? Yeah, he's something else, isn't he? Cheers. Sometimes you gotta go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. We gotta be where people see our troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. I often see running a chat room like Cheers, to be honest with you. Like everybody's sitting around the bar. What do you call it? Not the bar stool. What am I trying to say? I know they call it the bar, but there's another word, like an island or whatever. I don't go to bars, so I don't know what they're called. But that big table that's around the bar, what do you call that? A bar shelf, a bar table? I don't know. Whatever it is.
Bar stool?
No, because the bar stool is something you sit on. I'm talking about the table they sit at.
That's the bar.
Just the bar. Okay. How do I remember all the lyrics? I'm old, Martha Lee. I'm old. I used to sit and sing them with my brother all the time when they would come on, you know. Let me tell you about a story of a man named Chad, poor mountaineer who could barely get his family fed. Da, 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 da. I don't know the rest of it. Da, 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 da. Up come a bubbling crew. Oil, that is. Something, something gold.
That's definitely it.
I don't know what it was called. My ex-husband knows all the darn words to it. I don't know it. I really wasn't a huge Beverly Hillbilly fan, but my ex was very much so because he was a farmer boy. So, Aw. Thanks, Marcus. Yeah, definitely stay safe. Welcome to the family, Marcus. Good to have you. Thanks, Hillary. I try. It's kind of fun, you know. Thank you, Glow. I like your voice too. I used to enjoy singing with you on channels. Back in the good old days. Good old boys. Dukes of Hazzard. That's the other one. Just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Thank you, Grandma Ducky. I'll make more of them after they pop into my head. It just happens once in a while. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to take that song and put my own words to it. Just for the heck of it. Doesn't faze him.
No, why would it? He's our Garfield cat. He's looking at me like, why'd you shut it off?
You're so cute, T. The topic is just me being silly singing theme songs to old shows right now. That's pretty much it. We've covered all kinds of things tonight, actually. Cats and rules and songs and peoples and the virus. We've covered it all, Grandma Ducky. And my daughter, Amber, we talked about her briefly too. And her attachment to her roommate. That sort of thing. And then my time at the church tonight for the women's group, we talked about that for a bit. So you didn't miss that much. We were just chit-chatting. He does not care. Now Matthew has the back massager turned on and the cat was sitting on it, acting totally unfazed by the thing.
Maybe he likes it.
He might. What you up to, TT?
Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Mm-mm. And we talked about how we are going to take Neo, the cat, in to be neutered tomorrow. No finding toilet paper today. PayPal extra shirts I can cut up. Yeah, we talked about that too, the scarcity of toilet paper and what we would do if we did not have access to any. We got everything from newspapers to cloths to
hands.
Matthew's idea was using your hand, which is really gross.
Not until you try it. I mean, you don't know until you try it.
You said that one totally wrong there, dude.
I said it wrong, but right.
Oh, man. My husband.
You would go crazy if I wasn't around. You would have no more ha-ha.
Hey, Jeff Giordano. I can't clarify for you. Lee, I can't clarify it. I don't understand it either.
Clarify what?
There goes the water bill, Grandma Ducky said. She's going to shower every time. I hear you there. Well, like somebody said, there's bidets. I think that was Lee RD said there's toilets with bidets attached to them. And those will be out of stock pretty soon because everybody will be running to buy the bidets. That really is the cleanest way to clean yourself after a potty stop, anyways. He's banning travel from Europe. Yeah, I don't know if he's banning both ways or not. Not sure. Oh, man. They should have banned travel day one, Grandma Ducky said. You're probably right, Grandma Ducky. Probably right. Oh, and Grandma Ducky, we were talking about the spiritual gifts test that I took tonight at the church thing I went to. Oh, really, Glow? Backstreet Boys are stuck in South America and are not being allowed to come home, according to Melly Golightly. Schools are closing there. People are freaking out. Yeah, my daughter's school might close next. They're talking about it. She'll have to do all her college online. I said, well, it's good. You only got a couple months left and you're done. I'll travel from Europe. Okay. What do they test? What, for the spiritual gifts, you mean? Or are you talking about the virus? I'm confused. I'm in two conversations here. I'm getting sleepy, T. Oh, well, they ask you questions about um how strongly you like certain things or you believe in certain things or would do certain things. Um like if you like greeting people at the door and that kind of thing. So I scored highest in prophecy, leadership, and prayer. Yeah, I know, Gravy. So people can leave the country, they just can't come back. Reminds me of the song Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. you know, Scary thought. Did I pass? It wasn't a pass or fail basis. It was just to find out where your gifting is for the church, where you can serve in the church. Yeah, they are closing schools like crazy. I know. Yeah, makes sense, Gravy. They could come here till they can't. Yep. Oh, wow. If you choose to fly, you need to stay where you flew to for a year. Sorry, not sorry. Till we get rid of the thing, huh? Oh, I know it's real. I have no doubt about that. That's why I don't want to go out a whole lot, to be honest. I've been thinking about that all night. Like maybe I shouldn't have gone to the church thing tonight. I was around a lot of people, that kind of thing. We had a potluck type dinner, not dinner, but snacky foods. Now's the time for a good time for a trip because prices will never be lower. Good point, Gravy, I guess. Only took 2 months to call it a pandemic. Yeah. It's scary. I know. I wanted to go see my mom, but now with this thing, probably not a great idea to go traveling to New York right now. People are working from home here too. Yeah. Actors were wearing hazmat suits at the airport. Wow. I am getting tired. You're right, Gloria, if you're talking about me. Wow. Poor Tom Hanks and Rita. Miserable. Oh, you could hear Matt yawning. Yeah, we're probably both going to be heading off to bed soon, aren't we, honey? He says, He'll cuddle with me and then start falling asleep. No, man.
I don't cuddle with you.
Me too.
Nope. Never, ever, ever, never.
Ooh, wow. 50% likely, 75% will be infected. Tom Hanks can afford a private jet to get home, though. Wash your hands, folks. Keep hands away from face. Wow. You wouldn't say poor? Well, I just mean because he's sick. It's miserable to be sick. Take care of your immune system. Indeed. Those of us with like Hashimoto's and stuff have to be especially careful of that stuff. I have a compromised immune system, so. Yeah, I'll just pretty much stay home as much as I can, I think. Yeah, that's crazy. The virus travels up to 15 feet. You need to be careful too because you work around the public. They got to be giving you a raise just for working where you do. There you go hogs. I know. Agoraphobia is good at this point in time, for sure. Wipe down your phones. Yeah, true. Wipe down anything you touch. Good old Lysol. Bring it on out. You could use a good virus. You need to lose some weight. Wow. I'll stick to the natural way of losing the weight. Do the standing Pilates I did today. You'll lose some weight. Oh, yeah, truly. Bummer. Yeah, it's affecting everybody in different ways, isn't it? NBA postponed their season. Yep, I'm sure. March Madness is playing without fans. Sister-in-law is the infection control nurse. She gets update every morning. Where are we? Russia? I know, right, Gravy? Yeah, that's hard, Grandma Ducky. No, I don't. I don't have Go-Gurts anymore, Stuttering Prophet. Mm-mm. I don't eat a lot of dairy anymore. You'll have to find a new phrase to come in and say to me. You spelled it wrong, though, I think. Oh, no, you spelled it right. Sorry. A go-gurt is called for. Grandma Ducky. Grandma Ducky will have a go-gurt for you, though. I got plain yogurt in there. I eventually will eat some of that, probably. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I really want to have some oatmeal tomorrow. I meant to have it today, but then I decided to have something different. Yeah, I might have a bowl of oatmeal tomorrow. Not now, stuttering prophet. Tomorrow. There you go. Yogurt is antiviral. Very healthy. Yes, it is. It is too. Yes, it is.
I think I would know, honey.
I think you don't know.
I'm the yogurt queen.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Lee watch what you say. I'm living past 100, remember? Don't be cursing the baby boomers. Pretty sure that's my generation.
You're booming something.
Or is the baby boomer or the baby boomers younger than me? Whatever, I said it wrong. Sue me.
No, that's somebody else.
I haven't seen her around. Okay, good night, Glow. I know. I got to get off of here too shortly. What is your deal?
Nothing. I gotta pee.
Okay, thanks for sharing.
Why are you asking so many questions?
Oh, baby boomers are over 60. Okay.
That's me.
You're not over 60.
Sure I am. I was born in 1922.
So she's trying to kill you off, Gravy. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Grandma Ducky. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be safe to shoot zinc into our cells, would it? I don't know what the side effects of that might be. Well, y'all might not know this, but high dose vitamin C can cure cancer too. They don't want you to know that though, because they make much more money, big old pharma over there, with dishing out all the chemo. Right, Gravy. Thanks for the reminder. I'll check that as soon as I get off of here shortly. Yep, IVs of vitamin C will cure cancer. Show is shooting. Thanks for your help with that, Gravy. What are you doing, honey?
I'm nothing doing, honey.
You're doing something. That's my goofy husband.
Kitty.
You're funny, Gravy. No virus is getting my hard-earned cash.
Hey, you should come here for a second.
Hang on. Husband is bellowing. That's why there was an owl out there. They usually come out in the freaking full moon nights. Enjoy that while you can, because once it gets warmer, you'll have bats flying around out there swooping at your head. Oh, you're welcome. No problem, Grandma Ducky. You do what you do, okay? We got 3 minutes and I'm heading on out, y'all. I'm getting sleepy. And I need to go check my resume and send it to Carol so she can print me out a bunch of them. Yeah, Gravy will just shoot straight from the hip. She doesn't mince words. Well, Dee Dee needs her ZZ. Z. Good night, Go Hogs. Good night, Glow. Good night, Gravy. I know it's not ready. I know. Good night. Yeah, everybody go wash your hands. Yeah, I know. Understand. Gotta fix those questions first. Oh, no problem, Cheetah. No more. I like to sing once in a while. It's kind of helpful when I let you know I'm about to sign off, huh? So you can say your goodbyes and your good nights. Good night. Good night. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad. Good night. We're on the Waltons. Good night, Half Pint. Good night, Pa. Good night, Mary. Go to sleep, Laura. Girls, go to sleep. Yes, Ma. 12 people, 12 thumbs. That's so nice. Good night. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, good night. I hate to go. At least it's pretty sight. Gravy K. I used to sleep in the bed with my cousin, my brother. Back then, there was nothing weird or wacko about it, and there still shouldn't be in most cases. Oh, 14 thumbs? 13 thumbs. 13, 13. Going once, going twice. Sold to Dee Dee in her room. All right. God bless. I'm heading out. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye.